What's up, just Ehren here. Here's a quick one for you. This is just a bunch of Mike Barrett. Like, people like watching him. He's entertaining. He's really sharp. Here's a couple of minutes with Mike Barrett.
Expensive product that failed Canadians in a terrible, terrible way. In your opening statement, you said you believed that people were being extorted for government contracts. Who? Just the name, please.
From Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Islands, and Rideau Lakes.
This NDP Liberal government has been trying to cover up the full cost of their $60 million Arrive scam. And after 8 years of this Prime Minister and his NDP Liberal government, they're not worth the cost or the corruption. And he's been hiding the documents, and we've been hearing the paper shredders, but his homework is due today. So the question is to the Prime Minister, at what time will he respect the common sense Conservative motion that was passed by this House and deliver all of the documents and the full cost of his Arrive scam scandal?
The Honourable Minister for Public Works.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As many ministers, including the CVSA minister, has said often, what happened during COVID-19 when it regarding the application was unacceptable, despite the fact that it was built in a moment at which it was important for public servants to be efficient and acting quickly. Unfortunately, some of the rules were not followed, and there's more work to do, although much of the work that the Auditor General asked us to do has already been implemented.
The Honourable Member from Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Island, Rideau Lakes.
Well, what the Auditor General asked in terms of information, this government didn't even want to provide. That's why they voted against having the Auditor General investigate this Prime Minister's $60 million Arrive scam. It's clear that after 8 years of this NDP Liberal government that they're not worth the corruption or worth the cost. That $60 million, Speaker, was for outside consultants. It wasn't for public servants who needed to act quickly. It was for Ottawa insiders who were getting rich, being made millionaires while Canadians struggle and are now lined up at food banks. This Prime Minister's had weeks. He won't stand up, but we've ordered him to provide the documents. At what time will they be provided?
The Honourable Minister for Public...
With our common sense Conservative candidate, Cassidy Villeneuve, and a bunch of common sense Conservatives who want to axe the tax and spike the hike. On April 1st, the joke is going to be on, well, every Canadian, as Justin Trudeau and JAGMEET saying in their NDP Liberal coalition raised the price of gas, groceries, and home heating by 23%. And we know that we have a cost of living crisis with 2 million Canadians using food banks every single month. A third of those food bank users are children. But Justin Trudeau is ignoring the pleas of 70% of Canadians and 7 out of 10 premiers who want him to spike the hike. Now, we know Justin Trudeau isn't going to axe the tax.
There will absolutely not be any other carve-outs or suspensions of the price on pollution.
But it does make sense, common sense, for him to spike the hike on April 1st. Now, we've sent letters to every NDP and Liberal MP who aren't in cabinet, asking them to stand up for Canadians and to vote against the NDP Liberal government and their tax increases. But it looks like they're on the side of keeping Justin Trudeau in power instead of keeping Canadians in warm houses where they can afford to feed themselves. So we're going to keep speaking up for everyday Canadians who are just struggling to get by, and we're going to send Justin Trudeau a strong message. So everybody here is ready to spike the hike and axe the tax, and we're going to keep working hard to make sure that that happens.
You asked on order paper, did you get the answer about the number of contracts that GC Strategies got?
No, I don't have that offhand, but it's one of the questions that of course that we've asked.
Okay.
And the total amount that has been spent on Arrive Can is something that of course we're going to vote on to get that information from the government. That's our Opposition Day motion. It's important that, you know, on an app that was supposed to cost $80,000, it's now billed at least $60 million. We have the Auditor General, who's a general with an army of auditors who can't even tell how much the app cost because they ran the paper shredders over there at CBSA, and that's why the Information Commissioner has launched an investigation following the Procurement Ombudsman's investigation, following of course, the Auditor General's investigation that Justin Trudeau and every Liberal voted against that important investigation. And yesterday, which was news, though, the Liberals, they seem to have so many investigations, they don't know which are the new ones and which are the old ones. But the RCMP Commissioner confirmed for the first time that not just contractors who worked on Justin Trudeau's $60 million Arrive scam, but the entire Arrive Can project is under RCMP investigation. And this is incredible that we have this project under investigation. So GC Strategies, this two-person IT firm, a favorite of Justin Trudeau's, working out of a basement and getting $258 million in contracts. The government's defense of that is saying, well, actually, we don't know how much we paid them, and our public disclosure website is so broken that no one could accurately report on it. Incompetence as a defense against their doubling of spending on outside consultants to more than $21 billion after 8 years of Justin Trudeau is absolutely egregious while Canadians are lined up at food banks in record numbers.
Do you think we'll get the truth before the next election on this file?
Well, Conservatives have been relentless in pressing for the truth, pressing for answers for Canadians, and that's not all. We're going to make sure Canadians get some of their money back. Thanks very much.
GC Strategies, of course, is the two-person firm who worked on Justin Trudeau's $60 million Arrive scam scandal. But this app had this $20 million contract where this company did no actual IT work, and they have now twice refused to appear, having been summoned by committee. And the effect of today's motion will be to use the full power of the House of Commons to have these individuals appear before committee. It's incredibly important when we have this report from the Auditor General that revealed that this $60 million scandal with this app that wrongly imprisoned 10,000 Canadians, wrongly quarantined them, didn't have proper management oversight and no cost controls, and of course revealed that the app cost many millions more than the government had first disclosed. So today's motion is critical, and it's going to be a real test of the NDP Liberal coalition, because we're going to find out if the NDP are prepared to provide the accountability and answers that Canadians deserve in Justin Trudeau's latest scandal. And this is the minimum that they can do. We understand that they've been in the practice of helping Justin Trudeau cover up his scandals, but in this case, Canadians deserve answers and accountability, and that's what our motion is calling for today.
Act to ensure that we protect the integrity of our institutions and our government.
The honourable member for Leeds Grenville, Thousand Islands and Rideau Lakes.
Well, Mr. Speaker, let's offer it a little louder for those in the back. What we're looking for is a commitment from this government to release every page of those documents, because after 8 years, it's clear to see that these Liberals aren't worth the corruption with their NDP Liberal Prime Minister. It's very clear, a $60 million scandal with people in their basements getting paid $20 million, not doing any IT work, and now we have that minister's staff who are getting paid millions of dollars while Canadians are lined up at food banks. So another question, and I'll say it loud so the minister can hear it, will they stand in their place to getting Canadians money back for their corruption?
All right, gang, that's a short one. There's no big bookend here. Like, subscribe. We're watching Canadian federal politics right here. Mike Barrett's Entertaining. We bring videos like this. Catch you next video. Thanks for watching.